What's up, YouTube? SimplyUnlucky here, and continuing our deck profiles for the Duel of Destiny between KAIBA and ZANE. We have the Insane ZANE deck profile today, and then I want to ask you guys to check out the channel and subscribe for more epic Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Alright, you guys, and again, this deck will be a bundle on shouting out to SimplyUnlucky.com. If you guys have not checked it out, check that out when you get a chance. We will have the entire deck on there from this Duel of Destiny, and trying something new with that. Bundles usually sell out pretty quick, you guys, so just check that out when you get a chance. All right, are you guys ready for this? This is a Cyber Dragon deck profile from ZANE. Honestly, again, I'm not really part of the current format in Yu-Gi-Oh! I haven't had a chance to go to tournaments as much as I would have liked to over the years. Instead, kind of been focusing on finishing school, creating a business, and all that cool stuff. But it was very fun to go and really discover the combos and the wombos between the KAIBA deck and the Insane Cyber deck here. So let's talk about it, let's go over it, and if I make any mistakes or if you guys would like to correct me, please post in the comments below. And then also post in the comments below some combos we may have missed out on or not discussed. So please do that as well. Alright, you guys. So talking about Cyber Dragon cards, we decided to not have Xyz monsters because the Blue Eyes deck, we didn't even put an extra deck. And so we decided to make it just fusions. And so just to give you an idea before we really get into the deck here, we put in Chimera Tech Fortress, which is incredible for this deck. I mean, this card is so good. Cyber End, and then Cyber Twin, Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, and Chimera Tech Over Dragon. And then we put two Cyber Eternity Dragons in as well, just to get some defense going for the deck. But yeah, we decided to use just fusions again because KAIBA didn't even have an extra deck, and I couldn't even imagine or fathom the power of the KAIBA deck with an extra deck. So for this battle, we decided not to go with that and instead kept it just fusions. And so moving into the deck, though, you guys, we do have 3 Cyber Dragon monsters. Just Cyber Dragon, and make sure you have 3 of those in here because every card has something to do with Cyber Dragon. So 3 Cyber Dragons, powerful card indeed. Cyber Dragon Hurts. I'm probably gonna mispronounce some of these names, but Alex and I were having some fun with it, so it's all good. I know my last name is Grotos, a little German, but it's all good. Cyber Dragon Hurts. Card name becomes Cyber Dragon while it's on the field or in the graveyard. So that's a pretty big deal. Most of these Cyber Dragon cards have some sort of effect like that. But the big one for this guy is if this card is sent to the grave, add another Cyber Dragon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Cyber Dragon, not Cyber Dragon monster. So really good though. Just so good. I mean, it just replaces itself every time. Honestly, that card is good. So that's all I got to say there. Cyber Dragon Core. We've done some battling with this one before. This was one that's normal summoned. Add a Cyber Spell / Trap from your deck to your hand. If only your opponent controls a monster, you can banish this card from the grave to special summon 1 Cyber Dragon monster from your deck. If only your opponent controls a monster. We may have made a mistake on that in the duel, but you can only use 1 Cyber Dragon Core effect per turn, only once that turn, so you can't use both. But usually, though, Cyber Dragon Core is used to search out a Cyber Spell. While it's on the field or in the grave, its name also becomes Cyber Dragon. And the thing that's different from the last time we messed around with this card is before it was good and all searching for the hang. I always call it the hanger. I think it's called. Just look real quick. It's called Cyber Repair Plant because that was an ultra rare in the structure deck when we played with this before. But now you can search out some new spells like Cyber Revive. Like, let's just look at them. I don't want to try to. So Cyber Rev System, special summoning Cyber from your hand, Cyber Dragon, but Cyber Emergency. That's a new spell. That is a new spell, guys. And I remember seeing this card in BLRR, and I think the value was under $10 for sure. And when the set came out, and I was surprised because this card is absolutely incredible, and it wasn't the easiest to pull out of Battle of Legends Light's Revenge, right? But now I think the value has shot up if you guys go check it out. So I didn't really know we were making such a valuable deck here until I saw the value on this. So anyways, Cyber Dragon Core can search out Cyber Emergency. Easily, you're going to play 3 of those no matter what Cyber deck you're playing from here on out. Veer, however you guys say this nice name, becomes Cyber Dragon while in the field or in the grave. So it has that same effect. But this guy's cool because he does this. If you normal or special a Cyber Dragon, except during the damage step, special summon this card from your hand in defense. So it has to be in defense, so no crazy wombos with limit removal. And you can only use this effect of Cyber Dragon Veer once per turn. Each Cyber Dragon you control gains 500 attack and defense. Got to remember that effect. I feel like we may have forgot it, but we did remember most of the time. But yeah, just randomly at the end, it's a freaking champion type monster where it just gives all the Cyber Dragons 500 attack and defense. So good thing to note with this guy is when you normal summon any card that says it's a Cyber Dragon on the field, that does allow you to special summon him from the hand. We looked up that ruling and that's what we found. If you guys know for sure, you can post in the comments below. Again, if we say anything wrong, be sure to try and correct us. But from what we found, we definitely saw that. So that makes this guy extremely good because you're just loading your field with Cyber Dragon type cards, and then all of a sudden you actually have Cyber Dragon for Cyber Twin, Cyber End, or just for Fusion Summoning, Chimera Attack, or whatever. Overall, just very good card, and then it pumps guys because why not pump dudes? All right, next we have Dry, something like that. This one's for Xyz summoning. You can make all Cyber Dragon monsters currently control 5. We didn't have Xyz though, and then cannot be special summoned. Any monsters during the turn you activate the effect, blah blah blah. You can target one Cyber Dragon monster you control. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. This card name becomes Cyber Dragon while in the field or in the grave. So it's that last part. This card's name becomes Cyber Dragon while in the field or in the grave. You want that. So just another way to become a Cyber Dragon. And then if this card attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 300. So an 18 when it attacks. Once per turn, reveals spell / trap in your hand. Card name is Cyber Dragon until the turn. This card's name is Cyber Dragon while in the grave. So again, honestly, I think you might as well just play a third Dry instead of playing one of these. But it was just, we wanted to just kind of just have the different Cyber Dragon monsters. But without Xyz summoning, that card was a bit difficult. But everything else was pretty easy just for fusions because their names became Cyber Dragon so quickly. Or it was just very easy to do. Cyber Pharaohs. This card, if you guys don't know what it does, it is in the new set, and it was actually pretty good. I believe Alex used this in almost like every other duel, or every few duels. You can special summon this card from your hand by attributing one machine monster. So you can special summon it if you need to, or you could just normal, so because you could just fusion. Once per turn during your main phase, you can fusion summon one machine fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control from your hand or field. Hand or field is material, same as regular polymerization. When a fusion monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can reveal this card in your grave and add a power bond. You can banish this card, sorry. You can banish this card from your grave. You just reveal it every time. You can banish this card from your grave, add a power bond from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. So, Alex may have missed out on using that effect, but it's all good. You can banish it to get power bond when a fusion monster is destroyed by battle. That's pretty cool, but the other effect is obviously the one that you're going to be using a lot, which is just being able to use Poly with this guy, bringing out a Chimera Tech Over Dragon, bringing out whatever you need to do for at the moment. So when Hanger is searching for a light machine, not necessarily a Cyber Dragon, Hanger, I keep calling it Hanger, Repair Plant, and is searching for a Cyber Machine. It should be the Hanger. It should be a Hanger, right? It's searching out things. A light machine, you can either search out the Pharaohs or a Eltanin. I think we call it Eltanin, and a few other names. So Eltanin sounded pretty good. I think we ended up going with that. But yeah, this guy is actually pretty incredible. Cannot be normal summon / set. Must be for special summon from your hand by banishing all light monsters from your field and grave. This card's attack and defense becomes the number of banished monsters times 500. When this card is special summoned, send all other face-up monsters on the field to the grave. So this can actually kill Chaos, right? Because it says send, it doesn't say destroy, and it's a mass effect, it's not a targeting effect. So this kills the Chaos Dragons. I like how I'm saying Chaos Dragons because that's different, but the Blue Eyes Chaos Dragons. So very good in that scenario, but of course, ultimate creature of destruction, unaffected by effects. That's a way to get rid of that. All right, you guys, spell and traps. Honestly, the monster lineup very consistent, very sweet. If you guys think we're missing something, I know some decks I heard play Toon Cyber Dragon or something like that, but I don't feel like we needed it in this scenario. I feel like that's maybe more for Xyz summoning or more for using. By the way, we were doing classic rules. We weren't using extra monster zones. I know that's a bit difficult for some of you guys, so we didn't use Mega Fleet in the deck. We just didn't want to deal with the fact because Mega Fleet's actually incredible if you don't have that whole extra monster zone effect going on. So for spells though, we have Pot of Greed, of course. This is the rare version once again, so it does allow you to draw 2. I believe a common version is draw 1. Super rare is 3, and then I've even heard ultimate rare again being like 5, secret being 4, something like that. I don't know if there's an ultra Pot of Greed, so maybe you're never going to draw 3. But yeah, so or would that be 6 for the ultimate then? Either way, Pot of Greed, I'm not sure exactly what it does. I heard, though, that the rare does draw you 2 cards. Monster Reborn, because that allows you to bring out actual Cyber Dragon cards if you need to, or just bring back a fusion if it's destroyed somehow and potentially OTK your opponent, 1-turn kill. Future Fusion, just playing one of those. Holy mackerel. If that card was actually used like the old version of it and it wasn't on the standby phase after you activated, send cards on a fusion. If it just sent them right away, that card literally wins you the game. Just saying. Like, the odds I feel like of you losing a game with Future Fusion would be slim to none, just if it's sent right away. Just a massive, painful choice or foolish burial for your deck. Limiter Removal. Alex was beating on me with that card quite a bit. Super Strident Blast. This card definitely, if you're in a position to where you only have chance to do something with one monster, it could be good. And then we decided to go with 3 power bonds. Are we missing a power bond? Yeah, we are. Okay, there we go. 3 power bonds. This is your polymerization for the deck, and it also doubles your attack. So why would you not play 3? I feel like card is incredible, and Cyber End ends games. Hence Cyber End. Overload Fusion wombo combos for days from your grave, banishing Dark Machine or banishing. Fusion summoning a Dark Machine. It does need to be a Dark Machine. That's a big deal because the only Dark Machines that you can actually Fusion summon are Chimera Attack, Over, and Rampage. But since they made Rampage, I feel like that made Overload a lot better. Just wanted to note that. And then you could Cyber Load right after you Overload. So you got this Overload, Cyber Load, Wombo shenanigans. Honestly, it gets insane. And the deck gets like out of hand sometimes. And then for consistency, Cyber Emergency is absolutely incredible. Add a Light Machine monster from your deck. That cannot be normal summoned or set, or 1 Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon monster. Yeah. From your deck to your hand. Very good. I think we use that right. You can only use it once per turn. If it's like negated, you can use it again or something. Or is that the other one? But yeah. Special summon a Cyber Dragon monster from your hand or graveyard. Fantastic. And then 3 Cyber Repair Plants. You get effects based on the amount of Cyber Dragons in your grave or something like that. Add a Light Machine monster from your deck to your hand. Target a Light Machine monster graveyard added to your deck. And then Cybernetic Overload. This one is banish Cyber Dragon monsters with different levels from your hand or face up on the field and or grave. So this allows you to use Cyber Load if you need to. So Overflow and then destroy cards on your opponent's side of the field equal to. And Cybernetic Revolution. Tribute to Cyber Dragon monster. Special summon a fusion monster from your extra deck. That is a Cyber Dragon monster as material. Cannot attack directly and destroy during the end phase. Can only activate this once per turn. This just came for very fun combos. Sometimes it just ended up being fodder for another Light Machine or another Machine monster. But still, definitely allowed you to have some fun with the deck. So overall, you guys, though, I definitely think that both these decks' offensive power is absolutely ridiculous. Again, for the fusions, Chimera Attack Over, Cyber End, Rampage, Chimera Attack, and then, of course, Eternity. Eternity is a defensive type monster, unaffected by. It has like the Chaos effect basically, and then you can banish it from the grave to give the Chaos effect, which is protecting, unaffected by opponent, can be targeted, then unaffected by opponents, cannot be destroyed by opponents' card effects. But yeah, you guys. So overall, definitely a very fun deck. The offensive power was off the charts on like both of these decks. For real. Like if you didn't have a trap, the odds of you losing first or second turn is just extremely high. And this didn't even have Xyz. Imagine if this had Xyz. The whole point of the Xyz is to make the consistency to get to the fat fusions. So I can imagine this deck only being better. Another quick shout out to SimplyUnlucky.com, you guys. We will have the bundle on there with all cards for this deck. So check that out when you get a chance. Those do sell pretty quick. And just stay tuned for the epic duel of destiny between KAIBA and Insane Zane. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more epic Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Please comment below if we missed any rulings or if you guys feel like we made a mistake or missed out on putting some cards in the deck. Please let us know. We're always excited to hear you guys' opinion. And Simply Unlucky signing out.